Well, welcome aboard. This is SIBNfm Radio, and today we have some great little treats for you. First of all, some Christmas music to help you relax and enjoy the holidays. Thank you so much. Today we're going to be talking about why you should listen to SIBNfm Radio. You guys stand by. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for joining us right here on SIBNfm Radio. My name is Marcus Salette, and in the studio we have Stan Warren, Mr. S.O. What's going on, man?
Everything is wonderful, man. Good holiday season. I'm in the spirit. Let's make it.
Yes, sir. And we want to also say to you, all those that are listening, thank you so very much for your support. All of you that have been weighing in, leaving your comments there on Facebook, on our Facebook pages, fan pages, going to the website, www.sibntelevision.com, also following us on Twitter. Thank you so very much for all of your support. Man, this is what it's all about, building a community, man. What you think? Don't you think so, Stan?
Well, we have to help each other out. So I extend my hand, someone else extend their hand, and we have a community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's thank you, Mr. DJ, for bringing that on down. Let's talk about why people should listen to SIBN-FM Radio. First of all, let me just say that it is a new platform that we have been instituting here on SIBN Television and Radio Networks. And also, I want to say that we are in development. As you always say, we're tweaking everything that we need to do. But we're having so much fun with the audio portion because the video portion was driving us crazy. I mean, the production on the video side was just strenuous, to say. You know what I'm saying? The least. You know what I mean?
Well, the video part of it is where we get a chance, the audience, the fans, get to look at us. And we all want to look good.
Right. And we're gonna return to that because good things always go around in circles. But we had to hone in on this audio component to make sure that we were delivering relative, wholesome, and positive content to folks who are waiting on us, man. I mean, everybody can't stop and watch a video. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they don't have the time, so we want to be able to be accessible, whether it's through their iPod, whether through their smartphone, whether it's through the iPad, a notebook, a computer. We want to be accessible. So, it just takes time to get it all formulated and usable for us.
And let's go back to that. You can listen to SIBN-FM radio through the different venues that he mentioned. First of all, let's talk about the smartphone. You may want to download several apps. One could be, if you have an Apple phone, I would imagine that they would have to download iTunes because we are on iTunes. And so you can listen to us there. You can subscribe for free. And then if you're on the Android system, you may want to go ahead on and download a Spreaker, Spreaker. Let me spell it again. Spreaker, Spreaker.com. And once you download that, you're going to search SIBN Television and Radio. And they can subscribe. They can follow us there.
And they have to make sure that they put in television and radio.
Yes, they have to make sure that they put in SIBN Television and Radio. Very well said. I'm trying to think off the cuff what else. They could also go to Facebook and type in SIBN Television and Radio. And we have a fan page for every show. We'll talk about that later, but mainly you want to look either for SIBN Television and Radio or Select USA TV, and that's spelled SALETTE USA TV, one word. And if some other ways come to me, but I like what you said, Stan, is that we are trying to make the media accessible to the most convenient platforms that are available, through your tablet, through your PDA. What else did I miss? Through, of course, your laptop.
You got your smartphone.
Your smartphone. And soon cars, because cars are starting to come with the Wi-Fi component as well as the USB-based hard drive where you can load your downloads onto your hard drive.
And some of us are going to be anticipating on purchasing right before the Super Bowl the smart TV.
Yeah. And, I forgot all about that. The smart television, of which you will be able to not have to worry about having a laptop in the living room now, but you can switch from the game, fast forward into the Super Bowl, over to the applications or the internet, actually, the internet.
You can surf and watch sports at the same time.
At the same time. We ought to have a show just on technology to talk to people about
we're
that.
going to do that. That's planning in action now, so that some of us got these things. But, I hate to call my niece or my cousin in. They all, swabby on this new technology.
Right.
And I don't want to use my 13-year-old niece to access my smart TV,
That's what's up. Well, we're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back. Thank you so much for joining us right here on SIBN Radio. And we're going to take a small break, guys, and we'll be right back.
It's always been a part of me to fight for those who couldn't fight for themselves. Whether on my block or around the world. My name is First Lieutenant King, and I move toward the sounds of those who are in need of help.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
Entry invalid.
Mode. Mode. 5 seconds.
The Windows Phone 8X by HTC on Verizon. It features easy-to-navigate live tiles that are simple to customize. Just pin what matters most right to your home screen. Exclusively with DataSense, a feature that makes the most of your plan. Only on Verizon.
Oh, hey, Mike. Where do you have to?
Just diagramming this accident with my State Farm Pocket Agent app. You can also get a quote and pay your premium with this thing.
I thought State Farm didn't have all those apps.
Where'd you hear that?
The internet.
And you believed it?
Yeah. They can't put anything on the internet that isn't true.
Where'd you hear that? The internet.
Oh, look. Here comes my date. I met him on the internet. He's a French model.
Bonjour.
State Farm. More mobile than ever. Get to a better state.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're back here, SIBN Radio. The holiday season is upon us, and we are surely appreciating all that we can give to you as the listener as we consider our content for 2013 and 14. You got to plan in advance. And I have with me in the studio Mr. Stan Warren, Mr. S.O.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Life is good, man. I'm changing the way I look at things, so those things that I look at changes now.
That's what's happening. Let's talk a little bit about the shows that we have on the network right now. And I don't have my notes in front of me, but I'm going to go down the list. Number one, we have the most popular show on the network, which is SIBN's Coach's Corner. It's called The Coach, like they say in Decatur. The Coach's Corner, which airs every day now, 7 days a week. Monday through Friday is between 5 and 20 minutes long at best. And then on the weekends, we let our hair down with the weekend drive. And folks be hearing race cars in there and all kind of stuff. And cars peeling out. I mean, it's just kind of like a crazy show. We play a lot of music from rock to Caribbean to gospel to R&B to oldies. You know what I'm saying? And just have a lot of fun with the Coach's Corner. Stan, tell the folks what you think about the Coach's Corner thus far.
Coach's Corner provide us with old school format. Sometimes you want to reminisce, and that's what the Coach's Corner is bringing to on the music, on that drive time, on letting your hair down. Also, we want to be engaged in politics. The Coach's Corner is going to bring a little politics flavor into it,
and that's our show, the Political Rant,
right.
Show that we moderate. But talk a little bit about the Political Rant and why that show is important and why people are going to want to tune into that show.
Well, since Obama ran for office, we have seen our voting rights, our political intelligence taken for granted. Mm-hmm. A lot of times they don't think that we can sit around and talk politics and engage in it. But if you look at the whole state level now, is where we need to anticipate and vote, because they're coming in and they're taking all our rights possible so that we don't vote.
Mm-hmm.
And other things are in the plan. We begin to find out things about how women are losing their rights.
Mm-hmm.
No parenthood. I mean, women plan families.
Right.
You know.
Right.
A lot of things that they begin to look at, such as your education levels now.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to create vouchers so that we students are all can take that to one school to the next school.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to degrade public schools.
Mm-hmm. And
then,
all these things affect me.
Right.
They affect you.
Because we're in that state and city.
Mm-hmm.
And they're affecting us. And that's one of the things that the Republican governors are doing now. They're going in and creating all these regulations.
Mm-hmm.
They're always talking about a business don't want to be regulated.
Mm-hmm.
A business, we've been regulated all our life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from the time that my parents, a mother who was carrying me, was eating the right food.
Mm-hmm.
They was regulating her to make sure she didn't smoke, she didn't drink.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, so all these things are coming to grip only because the Republican feel that since they've gone in and gerrymandered and changed districts,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they're eliminating our skill set level of going in and pulling the right Congress or state representative for our district.
And one of the most profound things that you have said, I had asked the question whether or not the Republican statement that we want smaller government is a legitimate statement. And one of the things you said to me was that we don't realize that the states govern us more than the federal government does. And furthermore, we don't realize that on the political scene that there are over 30 governorships ran by Republicans. Now you only got 50 states, you know.
That's
so,
true.
So, you know, talk a little bit about that so that they can get some insight, so that when we do have the political rant, they'll know that they'll be tuning in to things that are relative to their Main Street concerns.
Well, let's break it down to the lowest common denominator, okay? Mm-hmm. The things that we want to know about is how policies and procedures and, quote, regulations are going to affect us. You know, it's going to affect my family, my kids going to school, my kids going to college. How is it going to affect me on my working skills, the job or the training? You know, because, you know, we can be considered a snob if we want to go to college, if we want to learn. But if you keep, like most of corporate America, if you dumb all the citizens and workers down, then you have created exactly what they want. Because if you notice, look like now, every 25 years or so, we're having to start all over again. Careers, jobs.
Whereas in the old days, which we could almost say 50 years ago, perhaps, you know, you got a job, you held it,
right?
You retired there, you took your pension. Pensions are not even safe anymore.
No, that's because of privatization.
Right.
You know, this is something that Paul Ryan been trying to push on us.
Yeah.
And he's only getting that. That's something coming from the 1%ers. If you privatize everything, they don't have to worry about paying a lot of people.
They don't
if you outsource,
no loyalty.
Right, none.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they don't care about us anyhow.
And so that political rant show is moderated by myself, but Stan, Mr. Lewis, and others, and other guests will be coming in, and we just have a blast learning how can I participate in the conversation, and how can I get my rant. We're going to have where the phone lines are going to be open,
right?
Where people can call off air and on air. Share experiences and the like.
Well, one thing, Mark, is we want to let the listeners know that the political rant is going to be a list of a laundry list of everything that we can talk about, and we need the listeners to call in and to pick something and let them rant, let them say what's on their mind, let them be engaged.
That's good.
Okay,
that's real good, man. We're gonna take a small break, small music break. and we'll be right